All right, everyone, welcome back to Kitchen Table TCG. No fancy editing today. My computer is completely shot. Can't do anything with it. So here we go. You got my crappy camera, my crappy phone, and this is how we're doing content for the foreseeable future. Arcane Rising's out of print. The market's going nuts. Things are happening. The game is getting very, very expensive to play. There's a lot of conversation to have here. Command & Conquer is like $125 now. Sonic Boom is like $30. There's a lot happening. Here's what I want to say. Before I get into anything, play commoner. Just stop thinking about the money. Go get a commoner deck. I just played this KO deck. Super fun. Super fun. KO commoner. Go watch my video from 2 days ago, my live stream. Super fun. There are ways to play Flesh and Blood that don't cost you more than the $2 Think Belows. There are ways to play Flesh and Blood that are fun, that are engaging, that are competitive, that are interesting without buying Command & Conquers, without buying the expensive cards, without buying the skull caps. I wanted to say that first, before you hear any of the issues that I might or may not have in this video. I don't know. I don't know where this video is going. I've been focusing on fixing my freaking computer, which will not fix. Anyway, let's talk about everything's out of print. By this, I mean WTR is going to go out of print. That's my theory. Anyway, I think everybody agrees. But Arcane Rising, Crucible War, out of print. This is going to affect the prices of those cards. One of the things I've heard is like, reprints are going to happen. They're going to reprint every card in Crucible of War. They're going to print. Like, guys, this next set is not going to be Crucible of War 2 with every card from Crucible of War. Why would they cancel Crucible of War and Arcane Rising? They can't just keep printing the same cards. There's going to be different cards. They want to, maybe we see a revised set in the future or something like that, but that does not seem to be where we're going. You have this skull cap, which I'm guessing, everyone's guessing. It makes sense. Everyone thinks they're genius. I'm guessing it'll be non-foil. Just like the tunic was. I hope we see Command & Conquer. Oh my gosh, please, LSS. Please put Command & Conquer in the set. Like, if it's not printed, then give it to LGSs as a promo or something. Because Command & Conquer, if it's not reprinted, is going to be way too expensive of a card that is essential to play. So I really hope it's in there. If not, they've got to get it in circulation some other way. Because I do think that Flesh and Blood is quickly getting into this realm of a card game that is just simply too expensive to ask my friends to invest in to play. I'm using the word invest because I was going to do a video where I talk about the cost of some of the decks, but like, it's just stupidly expensive. And like the result of an expensive entry point to a card game is that people won't play the main format. So you're not going to see people play Classic Constructed if they have to spend $1,300 on a CC deck. Now, this is why I started off this video by saying, hey, just play Commoner Blitz. It's super fun. It's an enjoyable time. And if I'm teaching my friends how to play Flesh and Blood right now, I'm not telling them to buy cards. I'm building them a Commoner Blitz deck. I'm going to say, let's play Flesh and Blood, because that is the way that you should be teaching people how to play the game right now. And I think that it's super important that we analyze this, because it appears that what's happening is we are moving into a new block, right? So you have WTR, Arcane Rising, Crucible of War, block 1. Right? And then the idea is once block 2 now is completed, so you have Monarch, Tails, EVR, maybe, or I'm guessing an EVR is going to be the supplemental set. I haven't really done a video on it, but I'm guessing EVR will be the supplemental set and not the actual next big set. Simply put, because the Command & Conquer, because hopefully Command & Conquer, but because of the skull cap reprint that we're seeing, it fits in line with what happened with Crucible War. So I'm guessing that's where we are. But you have this next block, right? And once this block is now completed, it's out. You can't keep all the other block in print. That's the idea. And so where we're moving is this idea that we're moving to blocks for Flesh and Blood. And the difference is it doesn't rotate out. Like in Magic the Gathering, your block, it all rotates out, or the last 4 sets for Standard rotate out. You've got the Modern, the whatever stuff, but the block has now rotated out, has not rotated out, so the cards are still super interesting. So if you get involved with Flesh and Blood and you're like, no, I want to play Dorinthia, you look at the cards and it's just too expensive. Or if you need a Command and Conquer, you need an E-Strike, you need Tunic, you need whatever. So I think that the game is quickly becoming this idea of, is it too overpriced? And that's a conversation that the community needs to be having, because we do not want that. We don't want our cards to not have any value. There's a balance, and LSS is trying to find the balance. This is going to be really good. I haven't said this yet. I don't know how long we're in the video, but this is going to be really, really good for the market. I think November, December, you're going to see, it's pass or fail, in my opinion, for the market, November or December. If this kind of news and this kind of product scarcity doesn't cause some major market interest, it'll be interesting to have that dialogue and see what's really going on in the Flesh and Blood market. But I think what will happen is this will create some revenue. People who have unlimited cards will get more money for their unlimited cards, and they'll spend that on more boxes or more Monarch boxes, or they'll spend that whatever. But the point being is, I think that now we're in this shift where LSS wants you and wants me to play with the new cards, with Monarch, with Tales, with this new set that's coming out, Everfest, whatever it ends up being. They could pull a Kingdoms on us. This is why, now I'm I don't even want to speculate, because it's not even going to be EVR. It's going to be something completely different. I think that the idea now is we're gravitating. They want stores to be pushing the new sets. They want stores to be doing sealed with the new sets. And that's going to be a dynamic shift for the community, because what I hear a lot from the community is, man, I just want to play WTR sealed. Man, I don't hear that a lot about Arcane, but I hear that a lot about WTR. And so we will have to shift as a community and understand that in order to support LSS, we have to support the new sets. And that's part of this. And so, I hate to see it. I hate to see a set go out of print like this when there's cards that are $125 or $110, I think it was, before the announcement. I worry about how expensive it is to play Classic Constructed. But don't forget, again, I want to reiterate, don't forget there are other formats. Play Singleton Ultimate Pit Fight. It's a great time. It's a lot of fun. Introduce your friends to the game in that way. Play Blitz, play even Blitz. You only need 2 of each card. Get them a hero that doesn't use Command and Conquer. I just think if you're a new player, my fear, my frustration is that if I'm a new player, I'm in a net deck, I'm going to look up the top deck from the tournament, I'm going to see that it's $1,300, and I'm going to be like, oof. Listen, $500, and now it's more. Before the announcement, it was $550 to get 3 Command and Conquers and a Skull Cap. That doesn't include the Tunic. I get it, you can reuse those in different decks and whatever, but if you're a new player, that's the cost of that's an expensive deck to get involved. That's why as a community, we have to gravitate people to say, hey, I want to teach you this game. If you fall in love with it, then you'll be okay with spending the money. Then you'll be okay with spending the money on this expensive cards. Help people fall in love with the game by playing things like Commoner Blitz and Ultimate Pit Fight. So, I don't know. I think really the takeaway for me from this announcement and the timing of this announcement is that they want us playing with Monarch and Tales and EverQuest, whatever it is, EVR. And I'm not a huge fan of that. I'm not a huge fan of that because I do love the old sets, but I also understand it. It is an ecosystem. It is a company. It is a business. These other sets were in print for a while. A year it's not a ton of time in TCG land. Talking about Unlimited, it's been about a year since Unlimited's been in print. I think I would have liked to see it in for another year, honestly. But we also saw people who weren't buying it, and distribution got stuck with boxes or did whatever they did with boxes. But anyway, hope you guys have a great day. Let me know what you think in the comment section below about those kind of points. I know people are doing speculations. I don't want to get super into the speculations. I'm sure it'll be EverQuest, or it'll be something completely different that has nothing to do with it. But it makes sense, right? Tales of Aria. Monarch doesn't really fit in that category. But anyway, hope you guys have a great day. Remember, be kind to the people around you. If I can get my computer fixed, we'll have actual content and good content. But for now, enjoy your day. Again, have fun. Be kind to the people around you.